Fouled on the play by Jordan Pitts. That's number 1 on Jordan, team 2 against the Mitchell Colonels. 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Mitchell by 8, 21-13. Struckman across the timeline with a basketball, dribbles it out front against Mandy. Struck keeps the dribble alive, close to a 5. Got to do something, gives right side way outside to Dan Feldheim. Dan goes on the drive, kicks it on the baseline to Tom Brewster. Top of the key to Rohde. Rohde holds the ball high now, gives to Lohr on the right wing with Miller defense there. Right side of the key to Feldheim. Dan wants to give it up, now goes on the drive. He'll put up an 8-foot jumper, too strong. Rebound tapped around by Miller, loose ball picked up though by Rohde. Rohde top of the key to Chad Struckman. Struckman directs little traffic, 13 to go in the quarter. Right wing pass to Tommy Brewster, couldn't handle it, dropped it out of bounds. 5th turnover on the Arrows in the first quarter. Good defense forced that turnover. That was Jordan Pitts denying that wing pass. Did a nice job. 21-13 Mitchell, 10 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Tony Young across the timeline against the 2-on-2 to Kuiper. 5 seconds to go. Kuiper off a pick. Gives to Young. Miller for a long 3 at the buzzer is short. Rebound. Feldheim grabs it. And in a minute. In that first quarter of play, Mitchell shot 8 of 14 from the field. The Arrows were 5 out of 10 from the field, but Watertown turned it over 5 times in the quarter compared to just 1 for Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball to start the second quarter. Pitts top of the key to Ernie Kuiper. Kuiper to Tony Young on the right wing to Miller in the lane. He grabs it, back pass to Pitts, who lays it in. And for Jordan Pitts, he gets his first 2, and Mitchell's up by 10. Rohde on the right wing with the basketball. Lobs inside for Feldheim. Cogley knocks it away and out of bounds. And the Arrows will inbound right at their own basket on the baseline. One thing the Arrows have found here in this first quarter of play, if they haven't learned it yet, they better quick, is you got to be sharper with those passes because Mitchell's going to get a hand on that ball. And they've knocked it away a number of times. Tommy Brewster in the right corner used his dribble. Now needs some help from somebody. Nobody coming to get him. Better take it 20. Got it off to Feldheim on the right wing. Top of the key to Struckman. Struckman on the left wing to Rohde. Rohde looks at Cutters. Gives top of the key to Struckman. Chad holds the ball out there now. Directs a little traffic on offense. Takes a dribble, penetrates, kicks it on the right wing to Brewster for a high arcing 3 in there. Tommy Brewster cans a 3-point shot. And it's 23-16 in favor of the Mitchell Colonels as they attack the Arrows 2-1-2 zone. Kuiper on the left wing to Tony Young to Kuiper out front. Holds the ball, directs little traffic. Gives to Young on the left wing. Young, top of the key to Kuiper. Turns, looks, penetrates, stops. Free throw line, backs off, top of the key. Gives free throw line to Pitts. Left wing to Tony Young. Pitts on the left wing, top of the key to Kuiper. Kuiper fires it down low. Lohr knocked it away. Picked up by Tony Young. Left wing it goes to Pitts. Gives to Young, left side of the key. Young on the dribble against the zone. Tries to drive. Goes left side on the wing. Now back top of the circle. Close to a 5. Left wing to Ernie Kuiper. Kuiper holds the ball. Now takes a couple of dribbles. Looks across court for Mike Miller. Breaks that traffic. Lobs to Miller on the right wing. Fakes the 3. Goes by a defender. Jumper 10. No good. Rebound. Tapped. Grabbed, though, inside by Jordan Pitts. His turnaround one-hander won't go. Miller rips down the rebound. He goes up too strong, and Struckman grabs the rebound. Arrows back on the attack. Dan Feldheim to Brewster. Right side of the key to Struck. Right baseline, Rohde for a 3-pointer. Bingo. Chad Rohde cans the 3-point set shot. Draws the Arrows back to within 4. 23-19. 2-1-2 zone. Free throw line, Pitts. Left wing to Young. Drives, spins on Brewster. Goes to the hole. Nice move by Tony Young, and he got the lay-in. Young 3 for 4 from the field, and he has got 7 points. Feldheim on the drive. Goes baseline, lays it in, but a foul before the shot. Going to be called against Tom Cogley on the block. And for Tom Cogley, that'll be number 1, team 3 against Mitchell. Arrows will inbound right at their own basket on the baseline. 5:42 to go in the first half. Mitchell leading 25-19. Struck to try to get it inbounds. Does so to Feldheim. Down low. Fakes Miller. Jumps into Miller. Lays it up. No good. But drew the foul on Mike Miller. For Miller, that's number 1. Team-wise 4. Dan Feldheim will go to the free throw line for 2. On the season, Dan shooting just 56% from the free throw line. Arrows in this ball game are 1 for 2 from the line so far. Feldheim's free throw on the far end is off the back of the rim, no good. Jesse Steiner, leading scorer for the Arrows at 19 a game, coming back on the floor. Rusty coming back as well. Chad Lohr will go out, and Chad Struckman will go out. 25-19 Mitchell. 5:40 to go in the first half. Feldheim on the far end's got another one coming. Sends it on the way and rolls that one in there. Dan's got 6 points now, and it's a 5-point game, 25-20 Colonels. Ernie Kuiper looks at the 2-1-2 zone across the timeline, dribbles it out front. Penetrates free throw line. Right wing pass to Tony Young. Young dribbles back outside behind the three-point line, gives to Miller. Left of the lane, it goes to Kuiper. Backdoor to Young. Jump pass underneath, threw it away. Intended for Cogley down low across the lane. Only the second turnover by the Colonels in the ball game, however. Jesse Steiner to put it in play. Trying to get it into Rusty, and just does. Kuiper with good defense. Rusty across the timeline. Gives to Brewster on the left wing. Drives baseline. Gave to Feldheim, but threw it away. Not a good pass by Brewster. Ernie Kuiper brings it back on the offensive attack. Looks at a cutter. Goes right baseline to Cogley. Cogley to Kuiper, right wing. Top of the key to Miller. Left wing, Tony Young. Arrows in a 2-1-2. Cross-court pass on the right wing to Miller. Down low to Cogley. Double team. Kicks it back to Miller for a high arcing three. That's way short. Rebound hit the floor. Pitts got it. Jumps it up and in. Jordan Pitts with the offensive rebound and put back. And Mitchell's back by 7, 27-20. Tommy Brewster had it knocked away, but a reach-in foul going to be called against Jordan Pitts on the play. And for Jordan, that'll be number 2, team 5 against Mitchell. Miller has missed his last 5 shots. He scored 13 points in that first quarter, but he's missed 5 straight now. 27-20, Colonels on top. Jesse Steiner to inbound the ball. Looks in, looks in, looks in. Finally got it into Tommy. Bounces it off to Rusty, who drives, pulls up free throw line, got it to Feldheim down low, steps to the basket and lays it in. Nice job by Dan Feldheim to get himself balanced to get that lay in. Mike Miller races down the right side with the ball into the front court to Kuiper, top of the key. 2-1-2 zone. Left wing, Tony Young. Top of the key to Kuiper. Penetrates, stops, looks, gives to Miller right wing. 3-pointers on the way. Short. Rebound tipped out. Rhodey comes out of there with a basketball. Rhodey to the far end. Goes to the hole and is going to be fouled by Mike Miller. And that was on the far end as Rhodey went to the floor. Miller gets called for his second personal foul, and that'll send Chad Rhodey to the free throw line, and he'll be there for 2. 4:13 to go in the second quarter of play. 27-22 Colonels on top as Rhodey's free throw is up and in. Chad off the bench with 4 points here tonight. And now the official scorer wants to talk to the official.
Now they're talking about who the foul was on. They had it on 10, but it should have been on 13.
All right. And Chad Rhodey has another free throw coming here. 27-22 in favor of the visiting Mitchell Colonels. Free throw by Rhodey is off the right side, in and out. Rebounded by Mike Miller. Mike bounces it off to Kuiper. He'll come down the left side with it. Crosses the timeline. Looks at the 2-1-2 zone. Right wing it goes to Young. Top of the key to Kuiper. Left wing. On the floor now is Ryan Garretts. Miller left of the lane. Turnaround back pass to Cogley. He fakes. He jumps. He had a block from behind by Steiner. A battle for the loose ball. A jump ball will be called. It'll be Arrow basketball on the alternating held ball, as tying up that time was Tommy Brewster and Ryan Garretts, a 6-foot sophomore on the floor now for Mitchell. Jesse Steiner against some full court pressure across the timeline with a dribble. Dribbles at top of the key. Stops there. Hands it off to Rusty. Rusty will set the offensive attack. Arrows down by 4, 27-23. Rusty gives left side of the top of the key to Feldheim. He drives, cut off. Gives back to Rusty, left side of the key. He drives, stops, gives on the right wing to Rhodey. Rhodey holds the ball. Now he'll give it out to Rusty. He'll reset the offense. 3.5 to go in the first half of play. Rusty, top of the key with the basketball. Bounces to Jesse. Looks back door. Double team. Turns. Gives on the left wing to Brewster from 12 in there. Tommy Brewster off the bench with 5 points for the Arrows, and it's a 2-point game. 27-25. Arrows back in a 2-1-2 zone. Kuiper, right wing it goes to Garretts. Around the horn. Free throw line area. Knocked away from Miller. He got it back, then knocked away again by Brewster. Rusty leads the breakout. 3-on-2. Goes to the hole. Lays it up. And an offensive foul going to be called on Rusty Remmers on the play. For Rusty, that'll be foul number 1, team number 5 against the Arrows. 3-on-2 break. And Rusty took it down the lane and charged. 3 minutes to go in the first half of play. Score remains 27-25. That turnover was number 3 on Mitchell in the first half. Arrows have turned it over 6 times. Ernie Kuiper back on the attack. It's the 2-1-2 zone. Miller's at the free throw line now. Kuiper penetrates, turns, looks, gives right wing to Young. Top of the key to Kuiper. Miller at the free throw line, backs to the basket, lays it up and in. Good strong move by Mike Miller. And he now has 15 points here in the first half. 29-25 in favor of Mitchell. Top of the key, Jesse Steiner. Jesse drives down the lane, pulls up for a 15-footer, forced it. No good. Rebound to Mike Miller. That one didn't come off the offense. Down the other way, Tony Young drives to the hole as the Arrows got beat down court, and Tony Young has got 9 points in the first half. Arrows down by 8. They're going to take a 20-second. They're down by 6, 31-25. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
Minnesota.
They had a chance to tie the game. They were down by 2, 27-25, and I'll talk more in just a moment. Rusty's got it off a pick, goes right wing. He'll force one up, had it blocked. A late call and a foul going to be called on Tom Cogley on the play. And for Cogley, that'll be number 2, and Rusty Remmers will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. What I was going to say was the Arrows were down by 2, 27-25, forced a turnover, had a 3-on-2 break, didn't make the best decision, didn't get anything out of that one. Mitchell converts. Then they go back down again, didn't get a shot off the offense, kind of went one-on-one and forced it. Did Jesse Steiner. Didn't get that one to go, and then Mitchell converted. So all of a sudden you have a chance to tie it. You got to make good decisions, and that's one thing that Gary Thomas has talked about is you got to make good decisions, especially against a team like Mitchell. As Rusty converts both free throws, Arrows down by 4, 31-27. 2 minutes to go in the first half of play. Arrows playing a 2-1-2 zone. Left wing with it is Garrett's. Garrett's top of the key, Ernie Kuiper. Right wing to Tony Young. Kuiper, left side of the top of the key, turns and looks. Gives to Young on the right wing. He's open from 10, too strong. Rebound. Knocked away by Cogley, and then Miller goes up and travels with a basketball. So turnover number 4 against the Mitchell Colonels. As Tony Young had an open jumper from about 10 but couldn't convert it. Looked like Jesse Steiner got pushed on the rebound. Mitchell got it, but then Miller turned it over with a travel. Rusty Remmers, left side of the key to Jesse Steiner. Left baseline to Struck. Hook pass down low to Feldheim. Threw it away. Did the pass a little too strong as Dan couldn't handle it. He tried to save it and threw it out of bounds. 7 turnovers on Watertown. 31-27. Mitchell on top. Minute and a half to go in the first half of play. Kuiper with it. Right wing against the 2-1-2 zone. Top of the key goes to Young. Left wing to Garrett's. Garrett's top of the key to Tony Young. Back to Garrett's on the left wing. He'll set one up from 19. Come up well short. Loose ball run down on the play by Mike Miller. He drives baseline, jumps into Rusty Remmers, hits the shot. It counts in a foul on the play. 16 for Mike Miller. He'll go to the line and have a chance at a 3-point play here. The foul on Rusty Remmers will be his second. And the Arrows have to do a better job of boxing out as they're giving up second chance opportunities. Free throw by Miller is up and in. Coach Thomas wanting over-the-back calls on those rebounds. They're not getting them, so you just got to box out the misses. Right wing to Remmers, top of the key Feldheim. Left wing he goes to Rohde. Arrows down by 7 again. Struck tried to penetrate, gives to Rohde on the left wing. Rohde, left side of the top of the key to Dan Feldheim. Got it to Jesse down low, steps to the hole, turnaround jumper, in and out. For Jesse Steiner, rebounded by Mike Miller. Under a minute to go in the half. Arrows down by 7. Mitchell with the ball. Left wing Tony Young. Top of the key to Kuiper way outside. And Mitchell is going to take a 20-second timeout here. And they'll do it with 48 seconds to go in the half. We'll come back with more in 30 seconds.
It's time for you to prepare. Time to buy your carpet. Don't wait any longer. Whatever you need carpet for, this is the
timeouts. Mitchell will inbound on the left sideline out near the midcourt stripe. Comes into Tony Young. 46 seconds to go here. Young on the dribble outside, gives it up to Ernie Kuiper. Kuiper defensed by Rusty Remmers. Kuiper with a basketball. Dribbles it out front, now penetrates top of the key, gives outside to Garrett's. Ryan Garrett's on the dribble, spins it, goes to Miller deep in the left corner. Miller dribbles it outside with 27 seconds to go in the half here. Mitchell by 7. Miller on the dribble. Outside. Defensed by Dan Feldheim. Works it out front, handles the ball very well behind the back and between the legs, spins down the lane, dishes on the baseline, but threw it away with 8 seconds to go. Turnover number 5 against the Mitchell Colonels. Mitchell trying to get some reserves in. And coming into the ball game will be Jordan Pitts. Also, J.J. Kippis will come back on the floor. And Dan Feldheim will try to inbound the ball with 8 seconds to go. Does so to Chad Lohr, gives back to Feldheim. Dan across the timeline, threw it away. Loose ball battled for, picked up by Ernie Kuiper. He's going to get a lay-in at the buzzer. It's not going to count as he didn't get the shot off in time. 34-27 at 2-1-2 zone is what the arrows show, and they're spreading it out a little bit. On the left wing, Tony Young. Down to the left corner to Miller. Kippis, top of the key to Ernie Kuiper. He penetrates free throw line. Kicks it back door. Right wing to Tony Young. Top of the key, Mike Miller. Left side of the key. Bounces in the lane to J.J. Kippis, and he gets a little jumper to go up and in. J.J.'s first points of the ball game. Nice assist by Miller. There's a steal by Ernie Kuiper. Gives to Kippis, who gives back to Miller. Steps to the hole and lays it in. Mike Miller now with 18 points in the ball game, and the Arrows quickly down 9, 38-27 as they give up a short jump shot and then throw it away, and now they turn it over again. So the Arrows with 10 turnovers. J.J. Kippis the other way scores another lay-in, and all of a sudden it's a 6-0 run for Mitchell, and the Arrows are down 40-27. Lohr down to the left baseline to Jesse Steiner. He drives, he turns, he looks, he'll put one up from 10. He had it partially blocked. Lohr got the rebound and the foul on Mike Miller. And for Miller, that'll be foul number 3. Chad Lohr will go to the free throw line, and he'll be there for 2. Boy, you come out of the locker room, you're down by a 34-27 margin. You give up a short jump shot, a turnover and a layup, another turnover and a layup, and boom, you're down 13. And that's not a good position to be in against the Mitchell Colonel basketball team. Chad Lohr converts the free throw because they have the reputation of being so patient on the offensive end. And the Arrows find themselves down by a dozen. Second free throw is good by Lohr. Got to play some defense now. 40-29. Just underway in the second half. Ernie Kuiper across the timeline looks at the 2-1-2 zone. Gives on the right wing to Young. Deep in the right corner to Miller. Kippis, top of the key to Kuiper. Kuiper penetrates left baseline to Cogley. He lost it, got it back, got it to Kippis. Little jump shots up and in. J.J. Kippis scoreless in the first half. 3 for 3 here in the second half. Struckman on the right wing. Looks inside, threw it away. Turnover as Cogley got the steal. That's 11 turnovers on the Arrows, and they've got 3 to start this third quarter. Miller, three-pointer, right wing, short. Rebound grab there by Feldheim. Feldheim gives to Rusty. Rusty gives to Struck. He goes to the hole and lays it in. Struckman's got 6, 42-31. Mitchell on top. 2 minutes gone, third quarter. Ernie Kuiper, right wing pass to Young. Top of the key to Kuiper. Young on the right wing, deep in the right corner to Kippis. Right wing it goes to Young, top of the key to Kuiper. Kuiper on the left wing to J.J. Kippis. Kippis top of the key to Kuiper. Bounces right wing to Tony Young. Young takes a dribble, hook pass cross lane to Kippis. Another short one by Kippis, no good. Miller tips it in though. And Mike Miller now has 22 points in the ball game. Back comes Struckman the other way for the Arrows in the right wing. Looks low for Feldheim. Top of the key to Lohr. Left baseline to Jesse Steiner behind the arc. Lobs for Feldheim. He grabs it. He goes to the hole. He fakes. He jumps it up and comes up short. Mike Miller got the rebound. Miller gives off to Ernie Kuiper. Mitchell by 13. Cogley on the left baseline. He goes inside, gets double teamed, turns, hooks it to Kuiper at the free throw line. Jump shot is good, but whistle and 3 seconds called on Cogley down low. Turnover number 6 against the Mitchell Colonels. 44-31. Mitchell on top. It was a 7-point halftime score, and Mitchell just boom, boom, boom. Got 3 straight scores. Driving layup by Rusty Remmers is no good, but he draws a foul on Tony Young. And Mitchell went up by 13, and that's where they are right now. At the free throw line, Rusty will go. He'll have 2 shots coming here. 5:16 to go third quarter, and the big crowd has not had a lot to cheer about. Arrows got down early, made a nice comeback, had it within 2 points at 27-25. Couple of chances and didn't convert. So the crowd has been real quiet here this evening as Rusty bangs the first free throw off the back of the rim. He's got another one coming here. Arrows down by 13, 44-31. Next free throw by Rusty Remmers is on the way, and that is good. Rusty now with 3 points in the ball game. So full court pressure by the Arrows. Kippis gets it across the timeline. Long pass ahead to Young. Nice back pass to Cogley, who gets a lay-in. Mitchell, no trouble with the press, and they lead at 46-32. Struckman back the other way for the Arrows on the left wing. Lobs for Feldheim. He grabs it, puts up a little 6-footer, but it rolls off the rim. Rebounded by Mike Miller. Ahead to Ernie Kuiper. Lead pass taken away by Struck. He saved it, though. Cogley came up with a loose ball. Miller drives. Left side of the lane. 10-foot jumper is short. Rebound. Lohr and Feldheim battling for it. They lost it. Miller got it from Cogley and got a lay-in. And the Arrows desperately need a timeout here. And they are going to take it. 4:35 to go, third quarter. Mitchell by 16. Back in a...
Ready to get one. There weren't any left.
Well, you're going to want one this year. I heard they're not going to come.
48-32 in favor of Mitchell with 4.5 remaining here in the third quarter of play. Struckman, top of the key with the basketball. Pass to Jesse Steiner, left baseline, fakes the three, steps up, can't get the shot off. Turns, gives out front to Feldheim. Feldheim drives, goes in the lane, kicks it baseline to Struck for a three in there. Chad Struckman hits the three-point basket, and it's 48-35. Arrows with some pressure now. Kuiper wanted the pass back from Tony Young, or Tony Young wanted to give it to Ernie, and Ernie wasn't looking, threw it behind him. Turnover number 7 against Mitchell as the pass came in from Kuiper to Tony Young, and then Young threw it back to Ernie, who wasn't looking, went out of bounds. Rusty to inbound it. Underneath the Feldheim, takes a dribble, fakes, goes up strong, and lays it in. And Feldheim with 10 now for Watertown. Full court Arrow pressure. They've got it down to 11. 48-37. Kuiper against Rusty Remmers. Reverse dribble, midcourt stripe. Reverse dribble again. Rusty all over him out front. Rusty reaches for the steal. Kuiper penetrates. Ball the way to the basket. Jumps into Rusty. Lays up. Blocking foul, Rusty Remmers. For Rusty, that'll be number 3. Ernie Kuiper will get 2 free throws here. 3:50 to go, third quarter. 48-37 in favor of the Mitchell Colonels. At the free throw line, Ernie Kuiper for the first time tonight. He's scoreless in the ball game. Averages 10 per contest. Sends this one on the way and in there. And it's 49-37. Mitchell on top. Next, Ernie Kuiper free throw is on the way, and that's off the left side, no good. Miller tipped it, then Feldheim did to Struckman. Lob pass ahead to Jesse Steiner. Jesse in the left baseline, spins it, gives left side of the key to Struckman. Struckman down low to Lohr, bobbled it, turns, looks in the lane, gives to Struckman. Got to get out of the lane. Lohr in there a long time, steps to the basket. Miller blocked the shot. Loose ball battled for, and Miller comes away with it. Lobs it off to Ernie Kuiper. Kuiper the other way on the fly, down the lane, lost the ball, got it back, missed the lay-in. Struck comes up with the rebound. Struckman lead to Rusty Remmers. Rusty had it knocked away from him as he tried to drive, out of bounds. And it'll be Arrow basketball on the right sideline. Struckman will put it in play right in front of his own bench. Looks in, comes into Rusty deep in the right corner. Rusty behind the arc, tosses up a three, no good. And the rebound taken on by the Colonels. Ernie Kuiper across the timeline. Left side of the top of the key with the basketball. Dribbles it out front. Man D by Watertown now. Backs up. Gives left side of the top of the key to Mike Miller. Miller top of the key to Young. Right side of the key it goes to Kuiper. Down low to Miller. Steps around Feldheim and lays it in. Gets fouled and gets a chance at a three-point play. Mike Miller with 26 points in the ball game. He's got a chance at a three-point play here, and the Arrows down by 14. Dan Feldheim with the foul. Good execution in the half-court offense that time by the Mitchell Colonels. Setting the picks, passing the ball around, got it down to Mike Miller low, and he converts the three-point play. And Mike Miller now has 27 points in the ball game. 52-37 in favor of Mitchell. Arrows momentarily had it down to 11 points, and now it's back up to 15. Chad Struckman now playing the point as Rusty goes out. Struck with the basketball out front. Bounces right side of the key to Feldheim. Turns and looks at the free throw line. Jesse gets a rare shot here in the second half. Off the rim, no good. Jesse is 1 for 6 in the ball game. Mike Miller comes back with it for Mitchell. Drives to the hole. Double clutch bank shot, no good. Rebound taken down by Jesse Steiner. Steiner leads a 3-on-1 break. Gives off to Struck, who gets the lay-in. Nice job. That's how you run a break. Good job by Jesse Steiner. Miller on the right wing with a basketball. Off a pick, gives in the lane to J.J. Kippis. He turns back out front to Kuiper. 13-point lead for Mitchell. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Miller on the right wing. Top of the key, it goes to Tony Young. Left side of the key to Kuiper. Backdoor pass to Miller. Layup short. Tip is good. Didn't get the first one. Did get the second one. Miller has 29 points in the ball game now. Tommy Brewster, top of the key to Struck. Left side to Lohr, left baseline to Jesse Steiner. Jesse takes a dribble, gives to Brewster, left side of the key to Struckman out front. Jesse at the free throw line, fakes, steps to the hole, gives left baseline to Dan Feldheim behind the arc, drives around Cogley, goes to the hole and missed the lay-in. Rebound taken down by Cogley, gives it out to Tony Young. Young lobs it cross court to Miller. 54-39, Mitchell on top. Kuiper with a basketball out front. Right wing to Tony Young. Young looks inside, gives top of the key to J.J. Kippis, left side of the key to Kuiper, backdoor pass to Tony Young, and he gets an easy little jumper in the lane. Tony's first points of the second half, he's got 11. Arrows down by 17, 56-39. Left baseline, Jesse Steiner tries to drive, cut off, double team, gives to Feldheim deep in the left corner. He makes a move, got Mike Miller off his feet, and then put the brakes on, and Miller came down on top of him, and that'll be 4 fouls for Mike Miller with 1:04 to go here in the third quarter. And Mitchell ahead 56-39. The Arrow fans applauding that Mike Miller's going to the bench. Mike Miller's fans applauding his effort so far, and it has been outstanding. Mike Miller with 29 points, and we've still got a whole quarter of basketball to play. He can do it inside, outside, block shots, rebound. He is just the complete package. That's all there is to it. Lohr, right baseline to Jesse Steiner for a three, and Jesse knocks it down. Gets a little bit of a roar from this crowd in the Watertown Arena. Arrows down by 14. See if they can capitalize now with Miller on the bench. Ernie Kuiper across the timeline. Dribbles right side of the top of the key. Penetrates. Bounces on the baseline. Dexter Nas in the ball game now. Kuiper gets it back. Kuiper stumbles out front. Kuiper double teamed. Throws it back door to Nas. He steps to the basket to Cogley. Back to Nas. He lays it in. Wasn't pretty, but they got it up and down. Nice job by the Colonels. Chad Lohr or Rhodey back quickly for the Arrows. Left wing. Rhodey lobs it top of the key to Struckman. Struck looks in the lane for Jesse. Now dribbles it out front against Mandy. Gives to Lohr. Bounce pass to Brewster right wing. Tommy looks inside. Takes a dribble. Right side of the top of the key. Spins it. Needs to give it up to Struck. Does so. Struck penetrates. Pulls up for a 10-footer and got it to go in. Struckman with 9 in this quarter, 13 in the game. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds. Kuiper behind the back dribble. The three will count if it goes. Does not. And we're at the end of
Model 1187 Premier Auto Loaders and Model 870 Wingmaster.
Now for the Arrows at the midcourt stripe on the sideline. Miller on the bench as Dexter Nas in to replace him. Inbound to Feldheim in the left wing behind the arc. Dan lost the ball. Tried to go one-on-one. Had it knocked away and taken away as the Arrows start the fourth quarter with a turnover. Ernie Kuiper across the timeline. Dribbles it out right side of the key. Gives on the right wing to Pitts. Jordan Pitts had a nice first half. Young to Kuiper left side of the key. Left baseline to Cogley. Cogley holds it. Gives to Tony Young. Left side of the key. Right side of the key to Nas. Right baseline to Kuiper. Kuiper right side of the key to Tony Young. Knocked away by Brewster. And a foul on Tommy Brewster. For Tommy, that'll be foul number 1 team-wise against the Arrows. That's only number 3. Mitchell has only been whistled 3 times in the second half as well. Colonels will inbound right at their own basket on the baseline, leading by 14. Ernie Kuiper to put it in play. Does so to Cogley on the right wing. Cogley top of the key to Pitts. He'll hand it off to Kuiper, and he'll reset the offense. Man D by Watertown. Kuiper dribbles it. Right side of the top of the key. Struck defending him. Takes it left side of the key. Scoops it off to Pitts on the left wing. Pitts top of the key to Tony Young. He drives. Left side of the top of the circle. Bounces in the lane to Kuiper. Nice pass. Little jumper short, though. Cogley with the rebound and a push-off. And that's going to go a foul against Tom Cogley, I believe, on that rebound. Kuiper had a good one in the lane. Nice pass by Tony Young, but Kuiper's shot was just a little short. And that foul does go on Cogley. That's his third. Arrows down by 14. Tommy Brewster, right wing with a basketball. Looks inside for Feldheim. Lobs left side of the key to Steiner. Left wing to Rhodey. Rhodey looks inside. Top of the key to Tommy Brewster. Brewster gives to Struckman. He'll set the offense out front. Took one dribble and spent it. Right wing to Jesse Steiner. Jesse on the drive. Spins. Kicks it baseline to Brewster. Fakes the three. He'll put up a 15-footer right of the lane and come up short. Rebound to Tony Young. Young will head the other way. Tony Young across the timeline. Man D by Watertown. Minute and a half gone fourth quarter. Mitchell by 14. Top of the key, Kuiper. Right side of the key to Tony Young. Young looks at cutters. Gives right corner to Tom Cogley. Cogley takes one dribble. Out front it goes to Dexter Nas. Nas spends his dribble. Needs some help now. Rohde all over him. Throws it baseline to Pitts. Deep in the right corner to Kuiper. Dribbles it back out top of the key. Kuiper sets the offense outside. 2 minutes gone, fourth quarter. Jordan Pitts on the right wing with it. Looks down low. Top of the key to Nas. Left baseline. Kuiper from 15. Off the rim, no good. Rebound taken down by Jesse Steiner. Threw it away as Kuiper got the steal, and then Kuiper stepped out of bounds. So the two teams trade turnovers, and the Arrows will have the ball back. Arrows have turned it over 13 times in the ball game. 8 Mitchell turnovers thus far. Rusty comes back into the game. Chad Struckman goes out. Struck with 13 in the game, 9 in that third quarter. 58-44. Mitchell on top. Rohde left wing with a basketball. Gives back outside to Rusty. Right side of the key to Jesse. Right corner to Tommy Brewster. Tommy top of the key to Rohde. He squares up. He'll fire from 15. Off the rim, no good. Rebound. Dan Feldheim got cleared out by Cogley. And Mitchell comes away with the ball. Cross-court pass by Kuiper. Threw it away. And that is turnover number 9 against Mitchell. And Gary Munson not very happy with his point guard at this moment as he has made a couple of bad decisions. 58-44. Mitchell on top. Arrows need to capitalize here now. Rusty with it. Left wing to Rohde. Rohde gives top of the circle to Jesse Steiner. Fakes. He'll put one up from 14 on the left side of the lane. No good. Rebound Tommy Brewster. Layup no good, but a foul on Dexter Nas. So Tommy will go to the free throw line. He'll have 2 coming here. His first trip to the free throw line. Dexter Nas gets the foul. His first, team number 5 against Mitchell. 5:24 to go. 58-44 in favor of the Colonels. Free throw is good by Tommy Brewster. Mike Miller went to the bench. 1:04 to go in the third quarter, and Mitchell has not lost any ground with him on the bench. Free throw no good by Brewster. Foul on the rebound, and that's going to go against 5 Tom Cogley, and that'll be his 4th personal foul. So Cogley gets called for the foul. Miller's going to come on the floor. Cogley will stay on the floor, and Dexter Nas comes out of the game. Arrows down by 15. Rusty tosses it into Jesse. Goes to the hole, and he hit the bottom of the rim trying to lay it up and in. And the Arrows come up empty again. It'll be Mitchell basketball. Kuiper across the timeline. Gives to Miller on the left wing. Miller, top of the key to Tony Young. Young to Kuiper, right side of the key. Right baseline to Pitts, down low to Miller. Steps to the basket. The layup is in there. Mike Miller with 31 points in the ball game. Arrows down by 15. 60-45. Rusty with it, right side of the key. Gives on the right wing to Rohde. Down low to Jesse. Steps to the hole. Forces one up and just got it to roll over the rim that time. Jesse now has 7 points. 60-47. Mitchell on top. 4:42 remaining. Miller across the timeline with a dribble. Bounces on the left wing to Kuiper. Kuiper holds the ball. Dribbles it out front. Rusty on him. Scoops it off to Miller. Right wing it goes to Jordan Pitts. Pitts looks at Cutters. Gives back to Miller. Top of the key. Miller on the dribble out front. Backs down now. Dribble it off his leg. Got it back. Gives on the right wing to Jordan Pitts. Man D by the Arrows. Kuiper. Left side of the key to Miller. Way outside. Miller down to the left corner to Cogley. Cogley looks low, gives left side of the key to Tony Young. To Miller, right side of the key, right baseline to Kuiper. Kuiper dribbles the ball as they've taken 30 seconds off the clock already. In the lane, Jordan Pitts tied up by Rusty Remmers, pulled it free. Got it to Tony Young. He drives to the hole. He lays it in. Tony Young with 13 points in the ball game. Mitchell that time taking almost a minute off the clock and getting a lay-in. Lob down low to Feldheim. Goes to the hole and lays it in. Dan Feldheim now with a dozen. 62-49. Mitchell on top. Mike Miller across the timeline with a dribble. Goes to the free throw line. Backdoor pass to Cogley. Cogley left baseline to Kuiper. Take it back outside to Miller. Man D by Watertown. Mike Miller dribbles it outside. Feldheim. Right wing it goes to Tony Young. Young bounces top of the key to Ernie Kuiper. Left wing to Miller. Steps baseline. Doesn't take the jump shot. Lobs it out front to Ernie Kuiper. We're approaching the 3-minute mark. Right wing it goes to Cogley. Cogley with a basketball. Takes a dribble. Spins it. Got it to Pitts. Right side of the free throw line. Back to Cogley. And out front, Ernie Kuiper bounces down low to Miller. Steps to the basket. Had it swatted. And a foul going to be called on Tommy Brewster. For Tommy, that'll be number 2, team foul number 4 against the Watertown Arrows, and Mike Miller will go to the free throw line. Chad Lohr coming in and Chad Struckman coming in. Chad Rohde going out and Tommy Brewster going out. Mike Miller at the line is 3 out of 4, and he'll have tries 5 and 6 coming here. I've got him for 31 points in the ball game. Free throw is on the way and off the rim, no good. So he's 3 out of 5 from the line. 31 in the game for Mike Miller tonight. Next free throw by the senior Mitchell Colonel gives him 32 as he cans it. 63-49, 3 minutes to go. Rusty across the timeline against Mandee. Rusty, top of the key to Lohr. Left baseline to Jesse Steiner. Jesse tries the drive, goes to the hole, lays it in. Jesse Steiner with now 9 points in the ball game. Arrows down by 12, 63-51. Ernie Kuiper with a basketball across the timeline. Rusty nearly got a pick, knocked it loose, but Kuiper got it back. Fires back door to Tony Young and got it off to Jordan Pitts for the lay-in. So close, and yet it results in a Mitchell lay-in. Rusty comes back with it, right wing behind the arc. Deep in the corner to Struckman, lobs to Feldheim. He steps to the basket, fakes, lays it up, and scores another one. And Feldheim with 14 points in the ball game. Tony Young against some full court pressure. Got it off to Tom Cogley, then to Miller. 2:16 to go. Miller on the dribble outside. Mitchell by a dozen. Miller with Chad Lohr defending him now. Dribbles the ball outside. Arrows want a double team. Miller got it to Cogley on the right wing. Dan Feldheim's tired out there. Just having a tough time getting those legs to move. Miller down low to Cogley. He'll take it back outside and then to Miller. Miller with a dribble outside. Works it. Going to be double teamed. Lobs it off to Tony Young. Deep in the corner to Pitts. Then to Young. Down to the baseline. Knocked away. Turnover. Arrows come back with it. Rusty dribbles it on the right wing. Rusty penetrates. Goes to the hole. Lays it in. Rusty Remmers scores his first field goal of the ball game. He's got 5 in a minute.
All the benefits of Cellular 2000, you bet, with Smart Pay. It's the smart choice at Cellular 2000's main office in Watertown.
After the timeout, Mitchell will put it in play. Ernie Kuiper to toss it in. Vance Newman on the floor now for Watertown. Arrows full court pressure. Kuiper against it. Kuiper on the dribble. Bounces it off to Tony Young. Got it to Miller across the timeline. Miller with a dribble. Lobs it out front. And holding the ball is Ernie Kuiper. He'll be double teamed. Dribbles away from a double team. Lost it again. Rusty Remmers with the steal. Rusty leads the break back, gives to Lohr, goes to the hole and scores the lay-in. Arrows within 8 points now, and still a minute 16 to go. Full court Arrow pressure. Kuiper against it, takes a timeout. Court here by Ernie Kuiper, and Mitchell with all 3 of their full timeouts remaining here in the second half. Ernie Kuiper to put the ball in play. Vance Newman defending him over the ball. Bounce pass, tipped by Newman, picked up by Miller, got it to Kuiper, bounced to the head to Tony Young, and a foul by Struckman. 3 seconds off the clock. And for Struckman, that's 3. Team-wise, that's only 5 on the arrow, so Mitchell will try it again, full length away from their own basket. Ernie Kuiper again to put it in play. Against full court Arrow pressure. Kuiper looks in, lobs it into Miller. Miller double team, lost it. Loose ball, battle for, and then Kuiper comes up with it, throws it down court to Cogley. Cogley. Boy, the Arrows had another great chance to get the ball there and just couldn't get their hands on it. Now they got a foul. Lohr comes out, doesn't commit the foul. Tony Young doesn't get fouled, and now he does. Arrows did everything right. Set up their defense, full court pressure, knocked the ball away, but they just couldn't grab it. And Ernie Kuiper got a hold of it and knew Cogley was open and just kind of heaved it down court. And Mitchell maintained possession. Next foul sends the Colonels to the free throw line. Almost over and back that time. Mike Miller with the ball, knocks down Struck. Blocking foul called on Struck. And Mike Miller will go to the free throw line, and he'll be there for a 1-and-1. And that'll be foul number 5 against Chad Struckman. Struck fouls out with 49 seconds remaining, and he ends up with 13 points in the game tonight, 9 of those in the third quarter. 49 seconds remaining, 65-57, Mitchell on top. And Mike Miller will be at the free throw line. He'll be there for a 1-and-1. Chad Rohde comes into the ball game. Miller is 4 out of 6 from the line in the ball game. And I've got him with 32 points in my stat sheet here. And he's got a bonus situation on the far end. Sends the free throw up, and it comes off no good. Lohr with the rebound. Gets it out to Rusty. Arrows with one timeout remaining. Rusty launches a long three. Off the rim, no good. Over the back on Mike Miller, going to be called. And Mike Miller will foul out of the ball game. And he'll do so with 42 seconds remaining. But he ends up with 32 points in the ball game tonight. Just a stellar performance by him again this evening. Maybe didn't shoot the ball quite as well as, well, I shouldn't even, I hesitate to even say that. He was 7 of 14 in the first half, 50%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots in the second half. He made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 60% in the second half. So I guess I can't say he didn't shoot the ball pretty well, as he was 13 of 24. That's better than 50%. And he ends up with 32 points this evening. Just an outstanding player. Chad Lohr at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 here. 42 seconds remaining in the contest. Arrows down by 8. Lohr eyes the basket, sends the free throw up, and it's no good. Rebound by Jordan Pitts. Foul Vance Newman. And to the free throw line will go Jordan Pitts. He'll be there for a 1-and-1. 40 seconds to go. 65-57 in favor of the Mitchell Colonels. As they came out of the locker room, as the free throw is no good, rebound Vance Newman gives out to Rusty. Rusty hustles it down court. Right side of the key, launches another three. That's off no good, but a foul going to be called on Ernie Kuiper, I believe, after the shot, though. So it's not going to be 3 free throws. It'll be a 1-and-1. Kuiper gets called for the foul after the shot. So Rusty will go to the line for a 1-and-1 here. 33 seconds remaining. 65-57 in favor of Mitchell. So the Arrows missed a 1-and-1. Could have got it down to 6. Mitchell missed a 1-and-1. Could have extended it to 10. And now Rusty converts the first free throw. And he'll have another one coming here. 65-58 in favor of Mitchell with 33 seconds remaining. Rusty's got another free throw coming. Sends this one up and in. He got them both. And Mitchell will be full court pressed here as the pass comes into Ernie Kuiper. Kuiper fouled immediately by Vance Newman. And Ernie Kuiper will go to the free throw line. Ernie is 1 for 2 from the line of the ball game. And it'll be a bonus situation here. And just 1 second went off the clock on that one. So it's 65-59 now in favor of the Mitchell Colonels. And Ernie Kuiper will be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Kuiper, a 6-foot senior, as I mentioned, 1 for 2 from the line. He has just that 1 point in the ball game. And he eyes the basket on the far end. Sends the free throw on the way and rolled it in there. Got the front of the rim and rolled over it and dropped in for him. And that makes it a 7-point Mitchell lead with 32 seconds remaining now. 66-59 the current score as Ernie Kuiper's got another one coming. Looks into the waving arms of the junior high and grade school kids and converted both free throws. Clutch free throw shooting by Ernie Kuiper. Arrows inbound. Rusty Remmers hustles it down court. Rusty off a pick, takes it on the right wing, tosses up a 3, off the rim, no good. Rebound down to Cogley, and Cogley's going to be fouled on the play. And 24 seconds remain now as Tom Cogley will go to the free throw line. He'll be there for 2. Tom Cogley, a 6'4 junior at the free throw line, has 2 coming here. 24 seconds remaining. And Mitchell leads it by 8, 67-59 as the Arrow fans head for the exits here now. Quite a few already have. Cogley's free throw rolls in. And Tom Cogley now has 6 points in the ball game. 68-59, Mitchell on top. And Cogley's got another free throw coming here. Eyes the basket, sends it up, no good. Rebound in the lane, taken out of there by Ernie Kuiper. As the Arrows didn't box out the long miss. It was tipped by Jordan Pitts. Ernie Kuiper got a hold of it, and Ernie Kuiper got fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws coming. Rusty got the foul. Ernie Kuiper on the far end for two. First one is up and good. And Ernie's hit 3 straight here now in the fourth quarter, and Mitchell's lead is 10, 69-59. Another free throw coming for Ernie Kuiper as he eyes the basket. Sends it on the way and puts it in there. And it's an 11-point lead. Rusty runs it down the right side. Rusty stops and launches a long three and puts that one in. 10 seconds to go and a timeout taken by Mitchell. 70-62. Well, and it'll have out of the locker room to start that third quarter, and they got up by 13. It was just Mitchell able to maintain that lead and doing a good job in the second half. They had a couple of turnovers, had some problems late in the ball game, and the Arrows whittled away at the lead a little bit. But the Colonels have pretty much been in control in this second half of basketball, and it really stemmed from those 3 quick layups there in the third quarter that jumped that lead up from 7 to 13. Tony Young at the line on the far end's got 2 shots coming here. First one by Tony is up and good. That's a young man that's played very well in this ball game tonight. Tony had 9 points in the first half. He's got 5 more, so 14 in the game for Tony Young, and give him 15 as he converts both free throws, and it's a 10-point lead. Tommy Brewster, 3-pointer, top of the key. That's off the rim, no good. Vance Newman puts one in at the buzzer, and 72-64 over the Watertown Arrows. And let us take a timeout. We'll come back in 2 minutes.